What are the top 5 new construction communities in Caldwell, Idaho? Let's find out. Before we get started, my name is Isaac Crace. I'm a third-generation realtor here in the Boise, Idaho area. So if you are one of the many thinking of making that move to the Boise, Idaho area, reach out to me. Let's have a chat and see if the Boise area is going to be the right fit for you. My phone is going off the hook every single day with people just like you looking to move to the Boise, Idaho area, and I absolutely love helping them out, but you got to help me help you. You got to reach out first so I can help you. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode because I have got a great one. As you know, we're going to be going over the top 5 new construction communities in the Caldwell, Idaho area. We're going to go over every single aspect of them, from the price to who builds them to location to distances to things, everything about each community. So without further ado, let's get started with Sienna Hills. Sienna Hills is probably going to be my favorite community on this list for multiple reasons. It's a custom home community featuring builders like Pioneer Homes and Chateau Homes. The price of homes in Sienna Hills is going to range from the high 500s to the high 700s. Homes in Sienna Hills are custom, so each is unique, and they range in size from anywhere from 1,800 square feet all the way up to 2,600 square feet. As far as HOA goes, you're looking at $500 once a year, which is a great value considering the amenities that you get. You've got an awesome community center along with community pool plus basketball and tennis courts. One nice thing about Sienna Hills is that it's actually been in the works for years, so if you want to take a peek at what the newer phases are going to look like years down the road, you can just drive through the original phases. As far as location goes, Sienna Hills is really in a nice spot. You're just south of Karcher Road. You're only about 10 to 15 minutes from shopping, dining, hospitals, and most importantly, the nearest Costco. And all of that less than 10 minutes from the lake. Like I said, Sienna Hills is probably going to be my favorite community in this video because of multiple reasons. One, it's been in the works for a long time, so you can look in the older phases and see what it's going to look like years down the road and kind of get a feel for that. Plus, the HOA and the amenities, community pool, community center, basketball court, tennis court, all that stuff for $500 once a year, I think that's really affordable, and it's a really nice neighborhood. Great location, only 10 to 15 minutes from Costco, all that stuff, and you're right next to the lake. It really is a great location. So, on to the next one. Just east of Sienna Hills is our next subdivision, Cedar Crossing. Cedar Crossing is built and developed by one of the largest local builders, Corey Barton or CBH. The price of homes in Cedar Crossing starts around the $445,000 mark and goes up to the high 500s. They offer many different models ranging in size from 1,530 square feet all the way up to just over 2,700 square feet. As far as HOA goes, you're looking at about $440 annually, which is quite reasonable at only about $30 a month. For location, Cedar Crossing is going to be really the same as Sienna Hills, where you're about 10 to 15 minutes from Costco, shopping, dining, entertainment, and hospitals, plus you're super close to the lake. What's nice about Cedar Crossing and Sienna Hills is because they're right next to each other, they're the same distance to everything, and yet they're two quite different types of communities. So depending on what you actually like, what style best fits you, amenities, price, all that kind of stuff, finishes, you can get all of it right there without having to sacrifice location or anything like that, which makes it really nice. Moving on to the next subdivision on our list is Windsor Creek. Just like the previous subdivision we went over, Windsor Creek is a production neighborhood built by Helpfull Homes. The price of homes in Windsor Creek ranges from the low 400s up to around the $520,000 mark. The homes offered start around the 1,200 square foot mark and go up over a whopping 3,200 square feet. As far as HOA goes, you're going to be looking at $400 annually, and that gets you a nature path along with open areas. For location, Windsor Creek is in a great spot. Sitting just north of Karcher Road, it gives you a quick and easy access to shopping, dining, entertainment, and most importantly, Costco at about 10-minute drive. As I've said before in previous videos, I may be a little biased when it comes to Helpfull Homes because I am a fan of Helpfull Homes. I like their floor plans. I think they're priced very well. They're HERS and Energy Star rated, so they are very energy efficient, and they come with a smart home system. Just all around, I love Helpfull Homes. In fact, I actually have a few clients in that Windsor Creek neighborhood and many throughout the valley. But if you like Helpfull Homes in that style, Windsor Creek really is a nice area. The next community on our list is Highlight Estates, and actually it's one of a kind for the area, and I'm interested to see how it works out, but I'm going to go over the stats for it first before I tell you why it's special. Highlight Estates is in fact a custom builder community, so there is a lot of character about it. Prices in Highlight Estates are going to range from the high 400s to just over the $700,000 mark. Home sizes in Highlight Estates are going to start on the larger size, with 1,800 being the smallest, up to just over 2,700 square feet, with really nice sized lots, some being almost a quarter acre. As far as HOA fees go, you're looking at $450 annually. For location, you're really close to downtown Caldwell in the Indian Creek Plaza, which is really nice for food, entertainment, shopping, and if you need to do some bulk shopping, you're only about 20 minutes from Costco. Now, the unique thing about Highlight Estates is that it's an all-electric community, and this is actually quite interesting because in the area, unless you're like way outside of town where you don't have service like city service, sewer, electric, gas, natural gas is the big one, then typically all homes have gas, electric, and sewer. But Highlight Estates only has electric power, which I thought was interesting. Like I said, with the newer developments in close to the city, it's not very common for it to be all electric, but I'm interested to see how it works out, and that may even be a selling point further on down the road. Who knows? The last community on our list is going to be Mandalay Ranch. Just like the previous community, Mandalay Ranch is a custom community featuring homes from well-renowned builders like Todd Campbell, Ted Mason, Sunrise Homes, and Stetson Homes. As far as prices go, they're starting around the $500,000 mark and going up to just over $700,000. For HOA, you're going to be at about $400 annually, which is a phenomenal price when you have a community pool, a park, a playground, and walking trails. The location of this community has got to be the best out of all that we've looked at today. Being on the north side of the interstate, you're only 10 minutes from everything in downtown Caldwell and 10 minutes to Costco, hospitals, and everything around the Karcher area. Which of these communities could you see yourself living in? Comment down below what your answer is. If you would like to see some home tours of homes in these communities, I have done them and I will have the links down below. If you would like to see a pros and cons video about living in Caldwell, Idaho, I have it right here, as well as my top 5 communities video for just south of Caldwell, Nampa, right here. Until next week, I'm Isaac Crace. See ya.